Is it working? Am I alive? Good morning, everybody. Or good afternoon or good night, wherever you are on this fine Saturday. Just making sure on my end that the stream is actually picking up my microphone. 1 minute. Where is my... I hear my voice. It's working. Okay, good. I'm live, people. Alright, I've got my phone placed, ready to go. Alright, let's start the stream, shall we? So, what are we doing? We are map editing today. My first YouTube live stream in about 3 years, so it's getting a little rusty to this whole craft. But don't worry, for I am a professional at everything. If the audios are a bit off, like my microphone sounds a bit loud or quiet, or the music, same thing, let me know in the stream chat. I can see the chat right now on my mobile device, my mobile phone. So let me know. If you want to ask any questions, you're welcome to do so. As long as they're sensible, as a preface, I won't be confirming a release date because there is no release date for 2.80. What I will say is that Nordic Horizons will be merged into 2.80 alongside the Scandinavia reskin, but we don't have a date for when that's coming out yet. Okay? Glad we could get that out of the way. If people ask, we can... Okay, that's the wrong one. This one. We can just flash this on the screen. Okay. How about we actually start mapping? Okay. Let's do this. Let's make sure I'm not actually going to leak anything. That would be a bit unfortunate. Alright. Let's do it. There we are. And let me just hide the overlay. Hey, there we go. This is a professional live stream. Okay. Yeah. Who could have known I went to public school in the United Kingdom? Okay. Here we are. If you want to know where this is an area that we have shown off, or that I have shown off in my brilliant postings on the development news. This is the 955 route in Finland, which, as some of you may know, was in our original ProMods Nordics version, and we are bringing it back for now, because I don't know if you guys have noticed, but Finland in the SES version, at least around northern Finland, is pretty empty. So that means we've got more than enough room to merge our own stuff back in. So let's get working, shall we? Okay, so as you can see here, there's some work being done. This area has already been shown off in the development posts. This is using the narrow road set, by the way. If I just pop this open. UN road set. Honestly, you're going to hear me today talking a lot about how much I love this road set because it is amazing. But yeah, so it starts over here. I haven't actually started detailing, or I haven't polished this area up yet, which I think could be a good place to start the stream. Are you British? I mean, I can't speak English, but yeah. I am unfortunately British. So you're going to have to deal with an accent for the stream, but that's okay. So let's start with the transition here to make this a little less that. So, right, I haven't actually thought this through, so we're gonna discover it together. I think that definitely needs to go back a bit. Maybe actually just delete that period. And okay, that's a good start. Let's see, what can we do here? This will probably not need to go out as far, maybe 40 meters? 40 meters, maybe. Okay, let's see here. Yep, let's autosave. Always good to autosave, people. You never know when the editor will just crash on you, because it can, and it will. Okay, so it's a case of trying to make it work with the terrain that's here. So maybe what I could actually do is no vegetation. Yes. Just remove all the vegetation that is underneath. What are you? Oh, you're a building asset. Okay, let's delete those. So we don't really need those there. essentially we just want to clear out the area underneath here in order to make sure we have ourselves a clean slate. Just a bit awkward here with the brush tool. I probably should have done this before. Then there's terrain out here, but here we are. How does that look? It looks okay. It looks okay. This is probably going to be some sloppy map editing, but okay. I should just can I ignore this, please? Can't be asked. Let's just leave it for a minute. Okay, so I'm going to try and split the stream out evenly here. Kraken can attack your editor at any time. Indeed, indeed. I'm going to try and split the stream into 2 segments today. So we're first going to be working in Finland, in the obviously the rework area that we're doing, or the reskin, and then we're going to move on to another project that I'm working on, which is the Ron rebuild, which is Bornholm in Denmark. That'll be the second half of the stream. I think there'll be a nice balance between working on currently existing content and working on, well, completely rebuilding older content. So this should be nice. Should be a nice calm stream. Don't know how long we're gonna go for. I guess until I'm too hungry to take it anymore. We'll see how long that is. Okay. Well, we'll definitely need a tree wall there. Okay. Let's crack on. Let's crack on. So let's just get rid of all the vegetation here and all the vegetation here. What that allows us to do is just kind of extend this road out a little more, like so. Though, to be fair, actually, is that fine? I'm kind of concerned here about the amount of trees that are going to be in this spot, but we might be okay for the minute. Do I like this? No, let's just clear it out here. Just tidy it up. What I can do here is just bring back the vegetation. There we go. It is a bit weird having this go all the way down, but if I want to adjust it, I can adjust it. Okay. 49 people watching me fiddle about. Sounds fun to me. Okay. Here we want to bring back our vegetation, maybe. Aha! There we go. Bring back the vegetation that was on here without accidentally bringing back this. Don't want that. How does that work? Yeah, that's fine actually. We'll just need to do the brush here, which should be a simple case of this. Actually, there we go, and then do that, and then same thing on this side where we just bring it across. That's the wrong one. Bring it across, and boom. Have our texture. Now that definitely needs sorting. I just do that. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's good. Well, it was a lot less painful than I thought it was going to be. Now it's just a case of making sure it blends in. So here I'm actually going to make it that side's fine. Maybe I can mess with the vertex here. Kind of bring it down. Okay, without. There we go. It's a little complicated, but you know that's the fun part. Is problem solving. Trying to figure out the best way to. Okay, that's gonna look weird. Okay, maybe instead could do one of these. Is it raise height? No, it's not raise height. It is decrease height. There we go. Just to make it look... Okay, maybe I should have selected the other segment right here. Okay. Just so then it kind of merges into the the natural terrain here as well, just so it doesn't look too odd. That's good to me. Let me just go through and tidy this up. It's fine, actually. Okay. Another thing we need to sort out here are these low poly trees. We don't really want those. Vegetation. Actually, let's see. Something feels different here. Have I used different trees? Yes, I have. These are still the old ones. We want you. And we want you. Okay, that's the wrong one. There we go. Let's just double check here to see. 200, 400. Yep. And that all looks right to me. Yeah, that's better. That feels more correct. Okay. How are we feeling about this one, chat? Is there any chance that ProMods 2.8 is going to be uploaded in the holidays? Like I said in the beginning of the stream, we don't do release dates, we don't confirm dates like that, simply because if we did, and then we had to go back on it, then people would complain at us. I will say, if you want to look at the current progress of ProMods 2.8's development, if you go to our forums, if you go to the development posts for ETS2, that part of the forum, you should be able to find a post by, I believe, Skull, of the progress that we currently are at. We are testing, as you can see from that page, but it's a long process, and who knows when a massive bug could be found last minute. So, can't confirm a date. Okay, I think now is a good time to put a tree, put the trees back. Actually, I'm gonna use this tree wall. Tree wall birches, 2. See how I can make this look. Can I make it look convincing? That's the question. Essentially, you just want to cover up whatever you can cover up. Can I get these to join? There we go. Actually, they're different. Never mind. But I could try and make it merge sort of into it, like so. Then bit of terrain sitting there. Let's sort that. How's that look? Probably just delete this actually and just leave it as so. Yeah. It's a bit awkward there that you can see the parts over there, so I'm actually just going to go back. Maybe use a tree wall here to act as a bit like a hill. And just do this. How does this look? Kirkenes progress. If you're talking about merging Kirkenes back into the with Nordic Horizons, it's going through its progress. I don't want to say anything that I'm not allowed to say, because obviously we don't just leak stuff. Are you actually familiar with how these roads look in real life? No, because I've unfortunately never had the opportunity to go to Finland, but I am largely basing my reference off what is already here, which you can kind of see here, I'm just kind of copying, replicating this, but just making it more modernized. That's the whole point of this reskin area. And I am using, I just put up here, I'm using Google Maps. If you want to know actually where this section is, right here, this is, think it's this bit. I think it's right here. Yep, this is the area of inspiration. I didn't notice those earlier. I need to find an asset for that. I'll be in a moment, but using a mixture of Google Maps and just basing off what we've already done, just modernizing it. As you can see, like, these roads here don't, like, you can kind of make out some road markings, but nothing, you know, that screams, yeah, this is high quality road, and we need to have road markings. I'm just kind of going based off what I feel like would make sense for the area and what's like on Street View. Obviously we have to make some concessions because, like, as you can see here, there's a massive lake SES I've put here, and then you go over here and there's another like river kind of just here as well. So in real life there is like a town in this area, but due to the constraints of the terrain, at the minute it's just going to be a regular junction. You are not supposed to be here. Okay. Just do that. I feel like that tree's a bit too close for comfort. There we go. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, I like that more. But yeah, so that's what we're doing. Okay. So, right. Let's see what we've got here. So, how does that look from this? Yeah, I think that's fine. And, okay, I might need to extend it out around a bit more because that is a bit too visible. Okay, wrong section. How does... You're just trying to hide the rest of the terrain here. I could use a cut plane on that actually, but let's try it. Always good to try these things. Does that work? I mean, yeah, that looks like it's worked. If I just extend it out there. Yeah, let's go with this on this side. I think this side it's fine. So you can see here, like, it's a normal junction, but then it becomes narrow. This is a prefab used to transition between the normal size roads and the narrow ones. This will have AI on it. I don't know if the ones on ProMods right now have AI, like these narrow roads, because these are obviously new. But like you can see, like, trucks work on them, and they mostly work fine. So it'll do the job. Yeah, these roads are essentially as desolate and as forested as they are here. Like, if I just went... I don't know. Let's just go here. You can see, like, this is essentially all you've got. So I'm starting off here first because it's a nice, easy way to kind of get into the flow of things, start to understand. Thank you for the support there, Nicholas. Yeah, thank you very much. The support that everyone gives us is what keeps us going, especially when you know, we have some members of the community that yeah. I'm not going to get into the negative side here today. I'm not really feeling it, but you know, it's always good to have some appreciation for our work, because obviously we do this in our free time. Like, we don't get paid for this. This is all volunteer work. So it's nice to know people out there really appreciate our stuff. Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, this is what this area looks like right now. This is essentially what most of it's going to look like around here. We just need to kind of get a start on. This is going to be a secret area, but don't tell anyone I said that. Yeah, thank you very much about the work in Finland. Okay, let's see. How are the view distances here, actually? Yeah, that's popping in. Give me 600? Okay, it's still popping in. I mean, I could probably get away with making this... maybe 900? The issue is that it's a pretty long road, so... kind of just balancing. I mean, these are tree walls, so performance shouldn't be too big of an issue with them. Okay, that looks fine. There's a lot of popping out here, so if I just kind of set these to maybe 800. Okay. Could I start here? Hold on. I can't distract myself. I need to finish this. This side should be a little more easier because... Are you continuing with the UK along with this Nordic project? Oh yes. So with the Cornwall project, obviously since SES have since announced the UK rebuild, which I am very excited for, by the way, as a not only just as someone who lives in the UK, but also as a map maker for a lot of the UK stuff. Well, obviously we know Cornwall is I've been working there, particularly with Bodmin and A30 that goes through Devon as well. When it comes to that, I will say I don't want to say too much because obviously, you know, we don't know what SES are planning for the UK rebuild. Who knows, they could be working in the exact same area as I am, and you know, we'll just have to find out because we never know these things until like everyone else also knows them. But with Cornwall, currently I won't be focusing on that outside of what's already been confirmed. Obviously, Bodmin and the A30, that's been confirmed. That will be coming to ProMods. Because by the time it was, like, practically done, like, or, like, nearly done, that's when, like, SES announced a rebuild of the UK. So there's no point shelving the project that's already pretty much complete. Or nearly complete. Obviously, I can't confirm exactly when it's coming out. Because, you know, like I said, don't do release dates. Can't just go back on my word for that. Hold on. Give me 1 minute. I think that's fine. It doesn't matter if it looks a little weird here because you don't really see it. But Bodmin will be coming. The A32 Bodmin will be coming. And yeah, outside that, at least as far as I'm aware, there's no other work happening in the UK right now, as you would expect, because, I mean, there's no point working in an area that could be gone, like, soon after you start development. Like, you know, it'd just be a waste of time, and also it's pretty demotivating as a mapper if you have to think maybe this won't be here for much longer. So yeah, I don't want to say too much, but that's currently where things stand, at least with the project. It's not been cancelled. Sure, I'm working here, but obviously you know, it will come eventually, whenever it's ready. It's just, you know, obviously UK rebuild and then me working here definitely can make it seem like it's been abandoned, but don't worry, I'm not abandoning that area that I've been working on for so long. Like, before I was even in the ProMods team, I was working there, so. Some of you may know that a few years back I made a mod called UK Plus, which had a very short lifespan because it was my first map mod, and it was not good. Not good. I mean, it didn't look terrible. It just didn't perform very well. So I've always been working in that area of the UK. It is my home area after all. Somerset, man. Okay, let's see. It kind of feels weird here. Maybe. But yeah, the UK stuff with Bodmin. Don't worry, that's gonna come one day. Just give us time. Give us time. It'll be done. It'll be done soon. Okay, this is that's fine. Do you know when the Trucks MP online map gets updated? With ProMods, obviously we are partners with Truckers MP, and you can play ProMods on Truckers MP. we don't control the servers nor the websites. If you're talking about the live map that Truckers MP have, that is updated by TMP. We don't have any control over the TMP website, so like, if you want to ask anyone, ask TMP. Ask those guys. They'll know. Who knows, maybe they've just forgot. I forget things way too frequently. It's actually kind of concerning. Okay. I think this is done. Or at least it looks sane. Is there any plans to bring back Vaduz or reworking on Budapest or any of the Going East areas? There's no plans at the minute to bring back Vaduz, as far as I'm aware. I think it's been mentioned in some of the public channels before that it's just not really the space. If someone else wants to do it, good luck. But as far as I'm aware, none of us are working there at the moment. In terms of reworking on Budapest or Going East, let's think. Let me think about it. Maybe in the future. Obviously, we work where we want to work. Obviously, I don't speak for everyone in the team. Obviously, I'm representing the team here, but we work where we want to work, and currently, you know, yeah, I don't want to say anything, but I don't think there is anyone working there in a minute. I mean, you would have seen that the we've got the, I don't know if any of you guys have seen the brand new video. I'll say brand new. It was posted like 3 weeks ago. My mind's broke. But you would have seen the video about the A5 and A61 in Lithuania and Poland, respectively. That was actually filmed by me, so there you go. You would have seen, so there's some areas working on the ProMods on Going East side at the minute. Obviously, you know, there's a lot of projects happening, so, but I won't confirm about any projects that are happening outside the ones that have already been announced, because, you know, it's not my place to announce them. And also, where's the surprise? Too much questions? Here's a comment. Appreciate your work. Thank you. I don't mind the questions. It's nice. It makes it feel like I'm not the only one here. Sometimes mapping can feel a bit dull when it's just you and your thoughts and everything. So, okay, I think this area here looks good. What do you guys think? Okay, if I stop moving fast. This is what it looks like. I think that works. You don't see any in the void, so what about from here? This looks okay. There is something missing. I haven't put the rocks in. Stone, sharp, dark. Okay, what settings did I put on for this? 100 to 10. 100 to 10. Did I change the scale? I probably did. No, I didn't. Okay. There we go. Yep, that looks a little better. Okay. Okay, that's this area done. Let's move up the road. If you want to know what this is just the template. Just so I can go here, click set as default, and then if I want to just quickly update the roads. So let's just do an example. If I go here, set this as default. Go okay, not here. Go here. You'll see why this is useful. So you've got all this old stuff here. Be a nightmare to just do manually, but let's do this. And boom, you've got yourself a road. Why are you doing that? We'll just save and fix it. There we go. There you go. See? Just save time, and then obviously you just do the tree walls around. And there you go. Actually, should I finish this? That'll be another time. Because I have to figure it out with this. Yeah, this will be like a secret area. Nothing too special, just a little fun place to drive, you know. Break the journey up. Shows Vincent. Oh wait, it's yours. You sure you want me to show that on stream? I mean, I'm happy to do it. Just I want to double check that you actually want that shown. Should I change the forest here? That makes sense. Do these live streams more often. It's more interesting to watch than you think. Yeah, I mean, I started doing these live streams because I have a computer that'll actually run and do this stuff without any issue. So, oh, this is a spot. I need to figure out what these are. But yeah, yeah. Yos, if you want me to show off this Vincent area, just double check in the chat. Posted it in Discord a little while back. Yes, you did. I mean, yes, I did. I was the one that actually posted it, to be fair. I mean, if you want me to show it off on the stream, feel free to just say so. I'm going to try and figure out if we have a reflective post here. I don't know what would be cool. It's not this one. Is it just a ProMods asset? It probably is. Oh. Okay, I found something similar. Okay, we don't need a speed camera from Poland. Do we have an asset for this? I feel like we do. Let me leave it for the moment. I'll just take a look. Yeah, go ahead. Okay. Little distraction there, people. We're gonna just check out this area, so just so I don't accidentally leak anything whilst getting over there. Just do that for the moment. Okay, because, you know, don't want to accidentally leak any content that we're working on that hasn't already been announced. Okay, turn this back on. Here we are. This is not the area that I'm working in. This is Joe's area that you would have seen announced in the same blog post as like my stuff that we're working on today. This is a yeah, I'm probably going to use that asset, I think, to be fair. This is a customs area for the Norway-Sweden border. If you've been on the E6, you probably recognize this bridge here. Like this area, like this is, I think this area here is SES. Correct me if I'm wrong. Like you go through here, and SES didn't include the customs area of Finland, so here it is. As you can see, got the fact that trucks need to go into these lanes, and you can see like there, it's a bit of a there's switcheroos around here, a bit of a rendezvous. You can't continue. Ignore test. As you can see, it's very clearly a work in progress, but it's how it's looking. And this is just the SES content from here. Didn't update. I'm pretty sure I did update it, but oh yeah, because this is completely different actually. Ah. Okay, well that's annoying. I thought I did update it. Okay. Well, this is kind of what it looks like. Not much has actually changed outside this. You can see there's temporary assets. Much of what there's like trees and stuff around, but this is cool. Right here with all the trucks lined up. I don't know how this has happened without killing performance, but maybe I need to learn. But this is an upcoming area. It looks a lot more complete here. You can actually see the actual area in the development post. I don't know why it's not here. I'm pretty sure I updated it, but you know, there it is. Let me head back to where we actually are working right now. About here. I'm turning the display off just so I don't accidentally leak anything that's also being worked on, because that wouldn't be very fun. Hello, Starper. Hello, Artpod. Welcome to the stream. I think I might just... I mean, do I continue this forest to here? I mean, I don't even really know what's going on in here. I might just completely redo this. Okay. Let's see. What have we got going on? Alright, yeah, the posts. Let me do the posts real quick. Let me just see how this works, actually. The model. No poles, sweep hop for the poles. Have a fun time at work. Yeah, I figured it would be the old ones. Just need to find it again. This one? No. It's a completely different one. Snow pole. Snow pole. Aha! This one will work best. So let's see. That's fine. And just do that. And that should be good. Yeah. Is ProMods going to Turkey and Russia? Nothing that has been confirmed yet. I don't think there's any work currently, but like I said, I don't want to talk about projects that either are not happening or not been posted publicly because, you know, things can change and I don't want to leak. So, okay. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to leave this area for the moment and just see. So, I mean, I could continue this. Should I continue it? I mean, it's literally just this small segment. I think that's fine. Let's just continue. Use default. There we go. That is good. Okay. Just need to figure out this section now. So we're just gonna go. Oh, look, there's me testing the Ron stuff. I need a narrow. Where is the narrow? Yeah, that's a do not use. There we go. No lines. We just want shoulder. Okay, I mean, so on this side it's just forest. Wait, what is going on there? This is just a Bezier patch. So why are you... I believe the poles should be closer to the edge of the road, shouldn't they? They should be, to be fair. I can do that. We'll see, you know. I'll tweak this area like another time, but might as well see about this. 5 should be okay. There we go. So why are you curving like... Is it something to do with the terrain piece? Whoa. Okay. Well, it's definitely something to do with the terrain profile, but I suppose we could change it. No. Hold on. What I might do is just reset it completely. Because like all this will be... Yeah, just get rid of everything here. Yeah, that's weird. Why does it... Okay. What I might do is actually just redraw that road completely, just so it's a clean slate. Alright, it's still going to have to reset. Just set it as default for the moment. Okay, no, that might be the neighboring roads, actually. Okay. Shoulder. Shoulder. Is it rough? It is. And then we'll see no lines. Are there any plans to bring back Narvik and maybe add some new areas? I believe Narvik was in the, I believe, yeah, that's in Nordic Horizons, I believe. Nothing that I know, as far as I'm aware. Obviously, if I did know and it wasn't announced, I wouldn't say it anyway. I'm kind of curious what this issue is. I think it's because I don't know why it's kind of going in on itself. Yeah, see there, it's fine. Fixed it. Probably try and see if I can keep this like narrower. Well, not narrow, but like try and keep the terrain as like small as possible. Well, even that's a river. No? Okay. I'm gonna try and see if I can find the rough area that. I mean, most of this is just forest, so. I mean, I could try and do this area. Yeah, Narvik's already in the Nordic Horizons, so there's a good chance it'll probably be a no. Okay. I don't want to change that to better reflect. Because, yeah, that. I don't want it to be high. You know what? So what are you? You are... Okay. Let's just look through the terrain profiles here and just find something that would be alright. Down, up? No. Let's see. Kirkenes. I believe Kirkenes has been already confirmed, so yes, it will be coming back. I mean, the community would kill us. We didn't, well, some of the community would. I believe that's been confirmed. Give me something good. It's just hills. Field down? No. Oh, what on earth's happening here? Okay. Let me just move that so I can actually see. I'm looking for something like this, maybe? No. Just... Hold on. What was I using? Is it here? Down, slow down, plane up. Maybe if I just really lower it down. It doesn't look like the same. Or is it just because it's so large? Oh, hi, Pim. I feel like there's a better terrain piece. Maybe this one? No, that's using something else. Yeah, that's just okay. Right, so it's on the left side of the road here. So there's a camper van. Oh. What do I want to do with this? This doesn't seem to be a river. Oh no, it is. Thing is, it just doesn't really make sense for the rest of the map around here, so... I mean, is this even the right area? I'm trying to see, because we have this bit here, which, obviously, is going to be redone. I think it's here. Yeah, this... Yeah. This is here. So yeah, it wouldn't make sense with the map as it is to have the river up here too. This just shows how much work is put in for such a small amount of map. Indeed, it does seem like, oh, it's just a case of replacing assets, right? It can take its sweet time. Oh, is this the error actually? Maybe. I mean, like, it'd be nice to have a bit of a break anyway from the old forest. I don't know where this power line would be though. It'd be great if I could still see where the inspiration was drawn from, but alas, this is however many years old, so just I don't know. I think it'd be nice to have a little break in the forest, at least for a time. Especially considering this is vastly different anyhow. So okay, slow down, plane up. Maybe make that 0.2. Same thing. Maybe I might increase that to 120. I want to see what I can do with this. Right, so when it comes to the terrain, probably just same thing. Like here. And obviously this looks a little different. But obviously we can't match the exact grass. I mean, we could try. Just be a case of blending it in with everything else. Let's just see here. Ooh. It's a little creek. Maybe? I don't know. Let's just see what we can do. So what I best try is using the and then just do that. What I can do now is just go here and why is... Oh, I know why. There we go. It's because I reset it, so it's completely reset everything. I need to double check some of the other settings now. Yes, I don't want no boundary. I think the rest of that's fine actually. Yes, maybe reset to 900. That's good. Okay. I think with this, I mean, that might work, but it just feel a bit weird because that's very different. Let's find out. Let's just see what we can do here. Oh, actually, let's take a look at. Okay, wrong grass. I needed. Aha! Something like this, maybe. Might work. Okay, not that. That's old. That is very old. Jesus Christ. Okay, didn't want to save that, but here we are. Just trying to find a good texture. That might... I don't know, it's very yellow, so I don't really want to... Definitely not that, but that is a nice texture. Oh, it's just full of grass in a recent. Dear God. That is an old grass texture there, Jesus. I mean, we could just stick with that one, but I don't really want to. So no, we don't really seem to have... I'm kind of tempted just to look around the SES. Yeah, let's see what SES might have done. Maybe there'll be an area similar. But if in doubt, just look at what SES have done, I guess. On the sector border ends here. Okay. Well, check what SES have done until you can't check what SES have done anymore. The issue with Finland here is that in the SES version it is largely forest, so it's a case of just dealing with it. This must be, yes, Savalo. Yes, it doesn't like loading this for some reason. Well, being through here isn't going to be too helpful right now anyway, so... Can I just have some fields, please? Does that even happen? Aha! Field. Okay, what is this? Soil, forest, clay, soil, undergrowth. That might be... This might be what I do actually, this kind of like brush approach. This is... So I just do... Grass semi-green, low, and that one. Okay. Should be easy enough. There we go. So if I just... do that. Oh dear. So grass, semi. I think it was this one, right? Definitely not this one. I can probably just go double check again, but oh, hold on. No, it's definitely not it. Let's go back because my memory clearly is not very good. Grass semi-green. Oh, I got it the wrong way around. Semi-green. Yeah, that's a good texture actually. And now give me... Oh, can I look at your texture, please? There we go. What I can just do here is just kind of sprinkle it along. Obviously, it's probably not going to look as good as SES first try, but... Wait. Oh, it's literally the exact same texture. Okay. Slightly different variant. Let's see. So if I just kind of like spray it all around the place. Looks a little weird right now, but I mean, there's like trees and stuff. I don't think they'd be dead trees in real life, but I mean, this is like September. We have June. Well, these are very low trees, so let's see what we can do here. I might actually extend this out further. Actually, Let's see how we do. I probably want to go here and copy this on the other side. I've just realised what I did. Great. Truly am genius sometimes. That's what happens when you just go into autopilot. Brush. We love brush. I could probably just spam it across and maybe not use control, just do this. Like a little more there. How does that look? Looks okay. I want to see what I can do with the trees now. So I want pop probably. See what I can get. Because these look like birch to me. These are like birch trees. Go here then 120. Well, those are definitely too big, so still too big. Aha! Birch undergrowth. Maybe that. And if I just made that like 800, so they're a bit more infrequent. Just to break it up. Let's see. To be fair, on that side it is a lot more dense. I mean, it just kind of... Well, it does appear to be a lot more dense closer up, so actually what I could try is having it twice. So we can have two different... Maybe up to 20, and then 200. Maybe. That might work, actually. Kind of want to have, like, fences here as well. You can see here there are fences. Let's see what I can do. I think, what kind of fence is this? Let's see if I can just... This? Can I change it? No, definitely not that. Maybe wood fence. I'm sure it's been asked before, but roads in Norway, E6 especially, feels a bit too wide in Nordic horizons. Any future plans to make it narrower? I mean, I haven't really noticed it. I mean, if we were to check in real life, see how what the road width is, maybe it's just like a expectation that a road be narrow. I mean, you also got to think like gameplay purposes as well. Like, if the road was just entirely narrow, it probably would be a bit annoying. It looks pretty wide to me here, so I would presume. Also, this is just stunning, by the way. God, what a beautiful country. But like, it does look pretty wide here, so I would imagine it's fine. Oh, stream. So yeah, we probably won't change it unless we were working in that area for like a new content, because that would be a pain probably to. Because you also got to think like with the terrain as well, like that would change the terrain a lot. Can I just find a good fence for this? Maybe this isn't a wooden fence. Maybe this is... well, there's the Christmas assets, guys. Best not use those. See, this is what tends to make mapping take a lot longer, is just finding the right asset. Because, I mean, I can't really tell from here what... I mean, oh, there we go, that's a better shot. You can see, maybe if I just search up metal fence. This one? No. There's got to be one, right? Definitely not that. That's a pole. This one could work, actually. Yeah, I'll go with this. So that is... Is that a fence? No. Or are those like the tree planting things? No, that's a fence. That's definitely a fence. Well, let's see what we can do. I'll just do that. Let's get an idea. I think what we need is a change of scenery. I feel like it's got to that stage of the stream where we should change where we're working. So what I'm going to do is quickly just hide the capture. And we are going to be going to Denmark, people. It's off to Denmark. Now, you guys may have heard about the Ron rebuild. It got announced in the post I made a few weeks ago. You would have seen this area right here. This is completely brand new compared to what's here before. If you want to see what was here before, just go to Ron in-game on ProMods right now. You'll see that this isn't there. This is completely brand new. So let's just hop over, and you'll see this is the spot about here. This is kind of the reference. Here it is, and here it is in game. Obviously the distance is a bit, you know, different, but sort of see where it came from. So you would have seen this area here, like this little farmland. You would have seen it from this angle as well. And you would have also seen this. This is a brand new company that will be obviously in the map once this area is done. This is a narrow road, by the way. So this is a normal width road. This is a narrow road. So you'll see here, trucks work fine. Even on like these tighter corners, they won't interact with each other. So should be fine as long as you drive smartly. But if you want a good comparison angle for this, here is the farm in real life, and here it is in game. I would say that is a pretty good recreation, all things considered. The houses obviously look a little different, but... And what do you think about the UK rework that SCS is currently working on? Probably the same thing will happen to the UK as it did to Northern Scandinavia. If you're talking about merging the old Scandinavia content into the new Nordic Horizons, yes, that will probably happen, because there is probably a place or two that SCS wouldn't have gone, that we did, or whatever. Obviously we can add new content as well, 100%. Just depends on where, because obviously we don't know until SCS obviously release a UK rebuild or a map. What I think about the UK rework, well, someone who lives in the UK, and as someone who's wanted to see the UK rework for years, I am very pleased to see that it's coming. I'm very happy that, you know, I'll be able to finally be looking at SCS blog posts or whatever and go, I know where that is. That's awesome. I'm very happy to see they're finally working on the UK rebuild. I do have some hopes of places I would like to see. I'm very happy to see some places are coming. I don't know if any of you guys watching the Christmas stream that SES did on Thursday. Cardiff Bay immediately stuck out to me. I have been to Cardiff recently, and I'm planning on moving to Wales in the near future. So seeing Cardiff Bay was very exciting. It's good to know that that's all coming. What I would like to see is Dartford Crossing, because that is a crazy thing that they somehow missed in the original map. Don't know how they missed that, but sure. That's probably going to be coming, because I mean, I'd imagine so. I mean, it's such an important part. Channel Tunnel is something I'd be very interested in seeing SES do, simply because we've done it ourselves on ProMods and it's nuts. So yeah, I've got a lot of expectations, but obviously, you know, we'll have to see. It's good that SES are expanding in the UK instead of just reworking the current areas, because, you know, obviously you got Ireland, so they have to have like the ports, but like expanding Scotland, like the castle. What was the castle? Hold on, bit of a diversion, but that's okay. That right there, that's Hastings. If you didn't know, it's like this whole area is Hastings. Obviously this is Stonehenge, which I do go by regularly on my visits to and from Somerset. This is a castle in Scotland, and I can tell you which one it is. I just need to remember its name. There we go. Eilean Castle, which is, if you're curious, all the way up here. And considering base game Scotland only is Glasgow, Edinburgh, and Aberdeen, they're clearly going pretty far. Like, this is Isle of Skye we're talking about here. So obviously this is in ProMods. I don't actually think the castle is. I may be wrong on that. I haven't been there in a while. But it's good to see this castle bit coming into the game. And what makes it even more funnier for me, at least, is this castle is also in a Minecraft Xbox 360 tutorial world. So that makes two massive games that this castle has somehow cropped itself into. So yeah, nice little diversion topic, but I'm very excited to see the UK rebuild come. Obviously, God knows how long it will take, but you know, we'll see. Okay, let's actually map now. But okay, so yeah, this is the area. You got a nice little house here. We will be able to park into this in case you wanted to park somewhere. Then you've got this company here. Nothing too special, but you've just got this huge farmer's field around. Just, you know, in the middle of the countryside. But let's go to here. So obviously you can see this is very work in progress. This is the actual city. You can see here there's going to be the port. There will be a truck dealer. See, the port will be... Not right now. We're not working on that today. But, you know, you can see there's some bits coming in. We've got some custom prefabs that have been made for this area, as you can see. This one here is my favorite because look at this thing. I just go for spawning. This was made by I believe this was made by Wojtek. He's always good at making prefabs. You can see here, like, got the traffic lights, and actually just be a good test to make sure that the truck can make it around this corner. Yeah, that's fine. Perfect. Good. And as you can see here, I think this needs tweaking, actually, right here. Let's just double check. Yeah, these are some cool traffic lights. They're very tall. Imagine so that, like, you can see them from here. Yeah, 100%. Nice city. Do you accept new residents? Not yet. Still being built. So give me some time. Okay. Yeah, that's going over. We don't want that. Okay, well, we can adjust this to work better. Maybe if I do that. I can sort the vertex in a second. Dear oh dear. Okay. I just do that. Obviously, it won't look as realistic, but you know. Can I just sort out the? Yeah, don't know how long we'll keep going for. I guess until like, cause it is like middle of the day in the UK right now, so lunch will be of a thought coming soon. But I don't know. I think we can keep going for a little while. I mean, we've only been going for about an hour, so you know. Okay. Now I want to readjust this just so it doesn't look as odd. Okay, I think that might be better. Actually, I think that's meant to be like this. So it's a cycle path. Let's just leave it like that, just to make sure that the truck can. These. Oh dear. Okay. Well, maybe I can just move this whole thing. Ever so slightly, and then I can just. Gonna look a little different to real life, sure, but these are the kind of sacrifices you have to make for you know, making sure that things actually look normal. Why? Oh, you've gone down. Okay, there we go. Can fix the terrain up around here in a sec. Just please. Yeah, there we go. There we go. We fixed it. Just need to sort the terrain out here, which should be no problem. Yeah, studying for my finals, watching ProMods guy adjust sidewalk. Yep, indeed. I mean, I've got a bunch of coursework and stuff I should be doing, but you know, I only just got off college for the year, so I'd like at least a bit of a break. Okay, I think that's gonna be fine. I can live with this. Yeah, like you can see here, like this merges out as well. It's a very good intersection. See this little bit here. So yeah, this won't be where we're working for the moment. I would like to instead work over here. This area. If I just pull it up. It's right here. Obviously I haven't done this petrol station, but this one I've done, which is a shell in real life, so that's why we've gone with Scanfill. I just studied politics and history, nothing very interesting. Well, unless you're me, obviously, but, you know. Yeah, here we are. Nice petrol station. As you can see, it's been recreated pretty nicely. This is a Lidl. Obviously, we rebranded it to Bon Mart, because that's a fun name. And this is where I worked on last time I was here. So, just getting this kind of, like, set up. So, I think that's where I'm going to work today. Like, in this section. There's some houses. Still very work in progress, as you can imagine. Still figuring out the finer details. No signs yet, other than the road, like street signs. But I don't know. I'm very happy with how this petrol station turned out. And now we continue. Continue with the mapping, because that's actually what we're here for, not for me to have a tour where I've worked. Okay. This needs to go further. There we go. That needs to be... Actually, if I send that out. Right, let's search up DK lines. You guys are doing a great job. Thank you very much. I appreciate your kind words. It's the part of the stream where I suddenly go quiet because I'm locked in on making a giveaway sign. give my marking. I think in real life it's a little larger, but I mean, you're not really going to be driving around this area, so it shouldn't be too big of a deal. Just do that. Yeah, okay. Nice map, thank you. Thank you very much. What are you? I don't know what any of these shops are. Maybe okay, it doesn't have icon here. Let's just find a good shop asset, I think. Model shop. That's too small. No, not this one. Kind of a bit more bland. It kind of gives me, that looks like a car dealership. It might not be in real life, but it has the building of one. Maybe, yeah, maybe you just put that. So he has windows on the other side here, but we can cover those up with stuff. I think like that. Then when it comes to, what are you? Where are you? There. Where is this? This is Ron in Denmark, which is the main city of an island called Bornholm. It's already in ProMods, but I'm completely rebuilding it. And this is, well, me rebuilding it. What else would it be? I put some like cars or something there as well. God, I need to clean this up. That's better. Just a little less chaotic. Look up. Give me some cars here. These could probably just be model detail, average. I might put like an invisible wall here so you can't get to this, because I want this to be accessible with the car park, but I don't want it to be like all the way over here because that would be a bit nuts. So let's do that now before I forget. We want invisible wall. There we go. So you won't see it, but you can't go here. So I mean, I can't really see round there anyway, so probably put like a garage. Yeah, just to fill the space. Actually, I want to see if I can get a different. Why are the zip files for ProMods show error whilst extraction? What's the solution for this? If you're having issues like with installing ProMods, feel free to join the ProMods Discord and create a thread in the ETS2 support channel or support forum of your issue, and someone will help you there. That's all I can say for that. Yeah, if you just go over there onto the Discord, someone will help you. If it's related to like a payment, like if you've paid for ProMods, you can also contact ProMail, and someone from our team will help you with that. I don't like how it kind of repeats. I just... Aha! That's good. Yeah, that looks alright. probably... I don't know what that colour is actually. What I want to do now, just so that this gets... so you don't see through, I want to just put a wall. I put a concrete wall just to cover it up. See, it's just... will that do the job? Yeah, I'll be fine. Just kind of drag it along. So then it looks like it doesn't, you know, doesn't just immediately cut off. To be fair, this... you know, I don't really want to change the asset too much. I think this will look fine. Just need to maybe make it look a little nicer, actually. I might change the, because this is like a different material. Yeah, something like this. I can just go into here and tidy it up, make it look a bit more sensible. Yeah, that looks okay. Maybe I'll just fill this up, because obviously there's nothing here, but it will look weird. So maybe if I put like a car park. See what we can do. We can kind of like do our own thing just to kind of fill up the space. Maybe some dirt prefabs will make decals even more assist. Yeah, maybe just like nothing too insane, just like a small car park just in the middle, just to break up the monotony. If I go decal, yeah, I need to do the decals here as well, so let's do it. Yeah, that looks a lot better. I just need to put the decals in. Let me just compound all this so that performance is a little better. Well, not performance, but you know. Okay. Yeah, let me make that transition look a little nicer. I just use maybe a shoulder. Should be a shoulder. Be this one. No. No. What was it again? I mean, I could just put drain. I mean, to be fair, the transition is as rough in real life, but this wouldn't look right, you know what I mean? It wouldn't look good. A drain will do the job, I feel. Yeah, it's a little nicer. And since the player can't reach this, I'm going to just get away with using a parked car, because I think the triangles are actually lower for this one. I'll actually see how much that's using. Weird. But I know these are like more, so I'm just going to use like one of these. Doesn't have to look too nuts. Oh yeah, actually, you mentioned that. Maybe. Maybe try it. Trial it out here. Yeah, that would be better for just a road, though, to be fair, actually. Road overlays. Aha! These, though. Yep. Okay. Let me replace you. Just gotta find a nice transition. Hey, there we go. That'll do it. I just get rid of that. Yep, that's it. That's it. Nice and subtle. Okay. Well, I think that looks nice. Obviously, behind the windows, we might just do some basic terraining. I mean, we need to fill that space as well. So, if I do that, it doesn't have to look too fancy. Do 20. And I think for this, just to make my life easier, I mean, because behind is like greenery and trees, I'm just going to do that. So give me grass. Grass, green. What do I want? This one. Yes. And then for the trees, I might just draw the trees in, maybe. Let's see. So, I mean, these kind of, the trees around here are not really like the trees of elsewhere, so I might just go with the Luxembourg trees here, actually. Here we go, 200. No poly veg. Okay, maybe not that, actually. Maybe just... No, you know what? I'm actually just going to use the... do it the manual way. So I can go... No, it's just Lux now. No, it's just dense. Dense trees and mixed. Get one of these bad boys. Do that. You do that. You do that. Boom, you've got yourself a nice set of trees. Do I make them low detail? Would that look odd? That might look too odd if they were low detail there. So just leave it as is. I mean, it's only gonna be like a few hundred triangles. Let me try and make it so it's not. Actually, maybe a bit in the middle, just to move it back. Then and then I could probably just double that up. Like so. And then this can be a low poly variant. Just change the seed up a bit. Yeah. That looks okay. Because you're not really going to be looking at that anyway. So it'd be nice to have a bit of break. Yeah. I think that's good. Let's just replace these cars now. So they're not all the exact same car. Let's see. Yeah, let's go with a transit van. Let's go truly British. Let's make it a white van. There we go. Probably move the Volvo back a bit. There we go. And that Kia can say it's a Kia. Yeah, that looks okay. Yeah, I mean this bit here. I mean, I'll leave it like that. Or do I? Maybe up to there. Yep. I'm not happy with how this looks. This area is like this in real life. Well, these are a lot more blocky. Hold on. Actually, this might work. This is satisfying to watch. Nice to hear. I think that looks a little better. I don't know how I'm gonna make this look overall nicer though. I think for one, the terrain material is a bit too bright for me. I think that might do it. There's also an entrance. What is that the entrance? That looks like an entrance. Because it is. This doesn't have an entrance on this side. See if there's a good asset for this. I mean, we've got this mall entrance here, which could work. Maybe it's just very big, which is annoying. So I can't really just scale it down like this because you've got a tiny door. Hold on. Could just put a basic thing here. And like a generic brand on top. Perhaps. Can you please show us the entire map of the redesigned Nordic horizon? No. Is there a map of North Africa for 1.57? If you're talking about Maghreb, Maghreb map, nope, that's not been released yet. Maybe soon, but we'll have to see. I'm not working on that project. If we're talking about just a general map, then I wouldn't know. Same thing on this side, so if I just... Just quick swig of the water. Here we go. Some very weird lamps. That looks like a bike park. Is there a aha, curve iron, perfect. I don't even know what those lamps are. I just search up lamp. Maybe I'll find something similar. No, these are all just street lights. No, these are... I don't know what that one is, that light. Maybe that'll be something to look for in another session. What might be good now is to just start filling up this parking lot with parked vehicles, so let's go do that. Let's just do this one and then I can change it out. Actually, I should have done... No, hold on, I'll just need to delete the rest. There we go. Then I can like adjust them. Then maybe just break it up. Have some expensive vehicles. Looks good. Now if I try to compound these, will that be a good idea? Looks like that's worked. Just need to now do the same here. So I just go how can I make some contribution to the ProMods works? If you're talking about becoming a developer, what you've got to do is, obviously, you know, there's no guaranteed way to become a ProMods developer because we like choose people based off what we see and what we think about them and their mapping. But if you want to think of being considered, start map editing firstly and post your work in the Show Your Work channel on the Discord, because that is a very good way of getting noticed by us. That's how I became a ProMods developer. I started posting my stuff into that channel, and look at me now. I'm making a development stream. Huzzah! Now just gotta do the same here. So if I do like that, just these ones. Compound these bad boys. I feel like 200 maybe might be enough. You can see those. Let's just leave that 400 and I can sort out the optimization later. Wouldn't it be fun to do optimization on stream? Let's put some vehicles in a disabled base. There we go. Okay, people. That is one side of the car park done. Look how much nicer that looks now that there's actually cars parked. Really goes to show how much something small can really make a difference here. I'd say this has turned out to be quite a lovely spot. I do want to just kind of bring this without doing this clipping. I think this should be fine. Yeah, I'll probably just like put like a wall here. Nice little concrete wall will do the trick. Just which one? This one? That's a bit short. Is there a tall one? No. Okay. There we go. I'll do. Nothing too nuts, just something to fill it in a bit. Good stuff. We've been nearly on for 2 hours already. Goes to show how long it can take to do even the smallest things. with map editing. Why it takes a long time to get stuff done, people. Because when you're really putting the attention to detail, it can take a very long time. Like, I worked on Bodmin, like on and off for about over a year. Obviously, this project won't be as long, fingers crossed, but you know, it can take a long time to get things ready, especially when you balance life. Like, I'm a college student, so I have to prioritize my own education, and then you've also got the fact that, like, you know, uni, works, whatever, got to prioritize these things. So, but overall, I'd say that looks good. Let me just compound that. Good stuff. Let's see. It's 12:51. We've been on since well, around 11 o'clock really. So I don't know. I feel like I want to get some proper bit of work in before I call it a day for the live stream. I will probably be live streaming more, maybe after Christmas, because obviously it is you know, quite close to Christmas already, which we celebrate. You know, it's good. I'm sure every school in Europe is off now. I don't know about other countries. I presume the US as well, Canada, all probably off school now. So it's fun. So this intersection here will be this one. There will be a garage here, as you can see. This is a garage, and then there'll be a rest area here. So you know, because there is both a garage and a service station in Ron right now, so we might as well maintain that, or else, you know, it'd just be all annoying. Actually, this could be an area to work on. This just big empty plot, which has got a parking symbol on it. Maybe we could just do a bit of this. Why not? Let's see what we can do. This road's pretty wide. I mean, this is a normal road, so that's fine. Would a sidewalk work? No, let's use one of these. Okay. Just need to see what to do about this. I think here we'd go for because it's got a different material here, so I'd just change it up. See if I can change it into anything good. I think this will do. And I can just lower it, so just lower it here so it's better for driving on. And then just could probably be made smaller. Just gotta make sure trucks can go in. But that's good. Thank you. I'm familiar with CADs and maybe I can make some model as contributions. These works take so much time. Yep. Thank you very much. Let's see. Right. What I need to do. Send it out. Okay, not that much. and out to maybe 22, and then I can just do the rest manually. I mean, yes, couldn't figure it out. Just do that for the moment, just so I can make a bit of a there we go. Then on this side, probably just do a bit of this. Look, probably a little larger than it is in real life, but that shouldn't be a problem. Actually, that'd be good for us because we are putting trucks in here. This will be a rest area. Why is that? There we go. Yep, that looks good to me. Is this? It looks like a gravel texture, so let's go find a nice gravel. This one? With the dirt tracks already on. I feel like that's a bit too many. So it could just be in case of doing that and then using the other texture as like a brush. What city am I making? I am making Ron in Denmark. Probably just put some like dirt tracks down manually to make it look a little better. Let me just see. It doesn't really have markings, so I won't include those, but I can do tracks. Kind of. This one I want. Yes. What I can do is just simply gonna just go around like this in a circle, and then I can use the rotate tool to make it look a little nicer. This kind of would also act as like the boundary for like, where you would go to park and rest your truck. Yep, looks okay. Let's just go in and make these look nicer. Something like that. Okay. And then kind of just to prove, oh yeah, this is where you put your truck. We can put a truck here. So yeah, this will be plenty wide enough. Maybe just two, so then there's a bit of room for the player. And then what we do is traffic area, no, trigger. And go in and turn this into a place the player can sleep. Which is... I always forget the name of it. Aha. There we go, and then I can just make this a rest area, or a map area, I mean. That looks okay. Be a nice area for you to plop your truck down. Okay, that is not good. So if I just put, there we go. I'll just need to put a fence round. Maybe I'll put some other trucks alongside. And I can probably put some cars in here as well, because I imagine cars would also park in this area. Actually, let me just start from one. Move that, and then I can go here and just do the same. Do you plan to keep some of the ramps to the E45 from ProMods in Jutland and mix it with the new Aarhus, or should it be redone? I think your ramps to the E45 motorway are better than the SCS's new ones. I'm not pretty knowledgeable on that area specifically. I haven't really played much ETS2 outside of map editing for a bit, so I can look into, see what you mean, see if there is a need to bring our version back or whatever, but we'll see. Okay, I think that would be a nice... I mean, these do have, actually, these have their own road overlays for this. So this might actually be a smarter option. Right, I think some dirt decals will make this look a little more natural. Will that be too much? I think that'd be too much. One area. That might be fine though. Okay. I like how that's looking. It's kind of bland in real life, so there's no point making it look ultra fancy. So I think that'll do. Maybe the lights on the side and the fences, obviously. Let's go do that. Would this work? Not really. Maybe this one. That's tall, bloody hell. let's just go with this and let's go default. Hello. How hard is it to implement these things into the Nordic area of ProMods when Nordic Horizons DLC from SCS now exists? Well, when it comes down to it, like when there's space, you can just like copy paste from like, the old sectors and everything, and you know, bring back older content. It's mainly the matter of merging it in to make it make sense with what SCS themselves have done, especially for it like a circumstance where the area you're trying to represent, SCS hasn't really given you the space for that. You kind of just have to make the space, if you know what I mean. Like maybe having to make a whole new area completely just to make it work. It's like in Finland, for example. You would have seen earlier in the stream I was trying to merge in, try and make like a junction look right compared to the SES stuff. That's the kind of thing I'm talking about. Let's see here. I wonder actually, can I just... Would that work? Yes. Just gotta make this ever so slightly lower. Same thing on this side actually. Okay. Yeah, there you go. Nothing too major. Probably just put some lamps on there now, I think. Lamp. Actually, I wonder if there'll be any good ones here. Lamp industrial. It's very tall, so probably not. That's a Poland asset. That's going to be ancient. Let's just go with these. Which means it might take a while for it to let me place it down because Sign Editor is the best. Just find a nice... Let's see. So it'll take a minute for it to load here. Oh no, it's fine. It's instant. Good. Okay, not that one. That one's way too weird. What are you doing this in? This is the official ETS2 map editor. So you can see here, it says map editor on the top. This is actually the game. Essentially all you do is you just go into the console or you set up like a launch parameter, put -edit, and it will put you into the editor. Maybe like an industrial? No. That is a very interesting lamp design, but I might just actually just go with a regular Denmark one. Something like this. That one's too tall. Too tall. Though I could just guess, just move it downwards. Suppose. Okay, now we just need to copy it on the other side, which should be easy. Looks fine. Let's see how that looks at nighttime. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I might lower them down a bit. There we go. Perfect. I'd say it's turned out very nicely. Obviously, there's like these like larger buildings and stuff around, but maybe not today, I feel. That looks brilliant. Okay, good stuff. Yeah, that's definitely made this area a little less weird. That looks good. So, yeah, that's nice. I'm happy with the progress thus far. What I might do is like a final thing is just sort out this little awkward corner because it is a bit weird. Should be a case of just using good old sidewalks here. Why is that one ever so slightly off? Let's do that. Will the roads near Kirkenes and Vardo be narrow? If you're talking about on the, like, for 2.80, Kirkenes and all the stuff that we merged, like, coming back as part of that, will be exactly as they were in, essentially before the reskin and the rework came out. So, all that's going to look the exact same. It's because, you know, unless you guys are willing to wait a very long time for those content to come back, we have to kind of do it a bit dirty. It doesn't look too fancy smancy. Okay. This should probably... Okay, not like that. How do I make this look? Maybe like that? Or... after 2.80? Maybe there's a chance, but obviously currently not working there, so it'd be unwise. What's the word? It wouldn't be wise to say, oh yeah, this is definitely what's going to look like before we even know what it's going to look like. So, and that's if we do decide to, like, I mean, we probably will, be in the future, but obviously it's very early days. Like, we're still doing these projects, as you can see right here. So it'll be a long time before we start thinking about that. Okay, I want to change this. Is this rough? Just need that material now. There we go. That's rough. Look at that. That's good. Now, obviously, this area doesn't look the same in real life, but that means we'll just do a cheeky... So there's not really any road markings, so I suppose we can just go across and then give way. There we go. It's like I would guess that's what it looks like. Road 955 looks great, thank you. I think it looks good as well. Oh, I see. It's one of these. That's fun. So if I just do... To be fair, that makes it the whole road. So just that. And this will just be worn as well. Then what I can do here is get the lines out. Since it's got to be like that, yeah. Okay, then we go worn, like so, and look at that. We just need to do this awkward bit now, but should be fine. I just do that. It has to be a little wider, just to make it look sensible for the trucks, because as you can see, these will take a nice wide turn round. That is pretty much good. Okay. At least here with the giveaway, this is just perpendicular, so kind of just do... Obviously it's the wrong way around. Probably something like this, and then that's just a single line. Actually, no, it's a double. Single, double. There we go. Actually, that is... Okay, that's actually a different line. So it's a warning double, actually. No, it's not. It's one of these. Actually, that's the wrong way around. Hold on. There we go. If I just put that back a bit. There you go. Now we just need to put... To be fair, actually, since it'll just be the player going around this, because there won't be any AI here, get a way of making this a bit more accurate. And by that, I mean just narrower. You have to play a bit of a challenge getting around that corner. Yeah, that looks a bit more normal to me. I just try and see if I can cover up that. Yeah. Sign. DK giveaway. Actually, there's no giveaway sign here. Then I won't include one. There you go. There's your intersection. Custom intersections right there. Well, I say custom, it was just a case of copy paste, but you know, it's a thought that counts. That road is rotated a little bit. There we go. And then here I can just go in and just put the pavement alongside like that. And then in the future, I'll go in and sort out the grass. There we go. Let me just continue this over a little more. Obviously, for these like company like entrances, I'll sort that out another time. But there we go. That looks absolutely brilliant. Okay. It's just a bit of a stretch. Some people on TMP may not realise it's a giveaway with just the markings. I mean, the markings are very clearly a giveaway, and I mean, if they do that, then they'll just be banned on TMP. Simple as that, really. So I just want to make sure now that the road markings are good. What is this song? There we go. Actually, this line here can be a little less longer. Speed limit here is too high here, isn't it? Yep. I'll sort that out. This will probably be... I mean, let's see. Actually, there is a sign there. It's a weird sign, but I'll just use this one. When is 2.8 releasing? It's ready when it's ready. Actually, you know, I have... where is it? Boom! It's ready when it's ready. I can finally use that. I had an excuse. Okay. I want to see if there's a speed limit sign. There isn't. But I'm going to presume this is a 50. So let's just put a 50 sign here. There you go. Might actually move that back a bit here. So then the trucks aren't just absolutely sending it. Good. What will be new with 2.80? Well, you've already seen the videos of the Lithuania and A5. Lithuania and A5. A5 and S61 in Lithuania and Poland. It was kind of a bit sneaky, but in the thumbnail you can see there it does say it is for 2.80. So you've got that, and you've got the Nordic Horizons merge and Scandinavia reskin merge. I don't know what else has been like publicly confirmed yet, so I won't say much else other than that. But in the future, whenever we get around to it, whenever it's ready, we'll release a changelog. Just trying to see if I can... I mean, it doesn't matter if the trucks go over it slightly, I think that's fine. Yeah, there's not really much else I can do. But there we go. Okay. That looks good to me. Do I want to try... I don't know what I'd put there, to be fair. I mean, in real life, it's just kind of... Actually, I say that. It's grass. Perfect. It's decided it for me. Go put some grass there. Do you guys know a mod where you can sleep at car sleeping zones? No, because that would be the map doing those. And if there was any mod, it probably wouldn't be compatible with ProMods. So... here, what I could do is just have the terrain go out, and then I can kind of make it work. Okay, got that. Let's just fill it in with some grass. Where's this song? Yeah, sounds good. We'll probably just want one of these. I mean, there's like bushes and stuff, so I can get some of that in. Some stones. Let's get the stones in first. Yeah, these ones. Okay, definitely not those ones. These might be better, actually. Are you working on PSVR 2? I might just be being dumb. But what is PSVR 2? I might just be misunderstanding what you're saying. So I am not the smartest tool in the shed. That's what the saying is. Do you have plans to create some bus stops that project coaches can use in Denmark? Yes. In this area, I do plan on having one area for coaches to park at, because there is an area in the port that does that in real life. That will most likely be the area, for at least for this part of Denmark, obviously. So for the rest, SCS would have done that where they would have wanted to, so should be fine there. Okay, let's see. We've got a bigger tree here, so we could go. Maybe if I just put dense. No. Well, let's just do dense here and just put a tree in. Or shrubs, actually, that might be better. And then here can just be these smaller ones. Will there be bus stops in Sweden? Currently with Sweden, any of the bus stops that are going to be there, at least after 2.8, would have been placed by SES nonetheless. So, because obviously it's their reskin and DLC, so they would have placed them where they needed to. Let's put some flowers in. There's some flowers here, so maybe some red flowers just along the section here. I think there needs to be, yeah. PlayStation version coming out. Is it going to have VR support? I'm not SES, so I can't answer that question. So you'd have to ask SES directly, or wait until SES confirm more details of the console release. Yeah, that looks good. I want to put the lamp here though, just right, because I have a tendency of forgetting to place lamps Where are we building? We are currently building in Ron in Denmark, which is Ron is the main city or main town of the island of Bornholm. Actually, I don't want them being the same lamp. Go with a different style. It's the same. Maybe this one. I'll just. There we go. Actually, yeah, you can just about see the thing there. So if I just like that and go like that, it's. Could you fix Dublin? Like, have all of the city? We have to make, like, concessions when it comes to mapping in terms of what we include and what we don't include. Mainly due to the scale of the game, which is at 1 to 19. That's why we can't include everywhere in a city, like Dublin. Especially with how dense a city like Dublin actually is. Yeah, obviously I'm not going to go through and start mapping Ireland. One, because I mean, I'm not working there, and two, the Ireland DLC, which has been announced. So, okay. Let's see. How long have we been live for today? I see there's 85 people. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining. We have been live for. Actually, do I have the page open here? So I was streaming 2 hours ago. We've been live for over 2 hours. That is pretty good, though I am starting to feel a little hungry, so stream might be ending soon, so just doing a little more work before I call it a day, I think. You can just about see it there. Okay, let's to be fair, that could just be that. There we go. Let's say that area has turned out very nice. Let's see, actually I can check OBS here. We've been live for 2 hours and 38 minutes. That's pretty good, actually. So that's a good first haul. I want to see here. Yeah. Yeah. That is a lot better. And that just needs to... Cool. Very Sigma mapping. Sure. Yeah, this is Sigma right here. Alright, I'll stop. Yeah, overall, look at how this area has turned out. This has been a very good stream. Obviously, we haven't done too much. Hi, do you think we will ever get multi-drops in our great games? And I love what ProMods brings to our games. Thank you all. Multi-drops? What do you mean by a multi-drop? Yeah, I'm curious. Oh yeah, in the future, everybody, this right here will also be a company, like this area here. This will have a company in it. What I'm going to do, just so I remember that, is get a custom prefab thing. Custom depot. We need... Which one would be best? Just this one? Put that on. Are the mods for PC only, or are they coming to consoles too? Obviously at the minute, because ETS2 is only on PC, they're PC only mods. But with the consoles, we don't know if there'll be mod support. It could just be you only can play the base game. We don't know. We'll have to wait for SCS to confirm what's happening with that. If mod support is on console, I'm sure we would probably do it. We just have to wait and see. Who knows if we can or not. That's the main thing. And it's obviously a bit too early to tell because we are not SCS Software. So yeah, it's completely up to SCS Software to confirm whether we'll have mod support for the console edition. Mods would probably be way too much for a console to handle. I mean, have you seen some of the consoles that we've got these days? I think they could handle ProMods. But we'd have to see. We'd have to wait to see about that. Yeah, in the future, this will be a custom company. You'll be able to deliver to it. Should be good. Okay. Obviously here, you've got the ferry. This will be the ferry that takes you to the mainland. You've got your truck dealer here. Obviously, very bare bones, as you can imagine, for a project at this point. This area is coming out pretty nicely. I'm very happy with how this roundabout turned out. I did this a few weeks ago. I think it looks brilliant. The petrol station looks great. Obviously, haven't done this side of the car park. Kind of want to wait until I see what I do around here. But overall, I'd say it's been productive. Multi-drops is more than... okay. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, with coaches, I presume there'd be a similar system where you stop, like, on the way to places in the coaches. Why is there a... Oh, I placed it, okay. But, like, you'd be stopping, like, on the way to a destination with the coaches. So maybe, if that's a thing, obviously I don't know, because I'm not at SES, if that is what they're going to do, then I imagine that same system could be implemented for trucks, but obviously I'm not a game developer, I'm not SES, so I'm not going to know. It's too big. That is just right. It's the Goldilocks size. Just leave that there for the moment. Okay, let's think about it. Alright. Okay, I think that's where we might just end the stream for today. We've been on for 2 hours and 45 minutes almost. That's been a pretty good haul overall. Considering it is middle of the day, I am pretty hungry. And, been mapping for a while. Got some good bits done today. We have done this parking area. Got this little bit of building. It's all detailed to look nice. We've done this area, which we'll see is bit of a small chunk, but it looks quite nice with the little rest area. Still a bit of greenery as well. See this intersection layout. We have done some good work with the Finland. If you would have seen earlier in the stream, we did some work in Finland. That was pretty good. And overall, it's been a very good, successful development stream. There's probably going to be more streams like this coming. Probably maybe not this for the rest of this year. So obviously we are in late December. If there is, there'll probably just be one more before New Year's, but after Christmas. But we'll have to wait and see. Depends on how free I am. I'm a very busy person. Who knows? There could be some There will definitely be some next year. Maybe January, we're talking. Early January. At the latest. But overall, thanks everybody for tuning into the stream. Has a good amount of people come up. It's been lovely. And yeah, I'll see you in the next stream, which will be whenever, probably on a weekend. Maybe this will be like a Saturday thing, at least for me. We'll see. All right. Yep. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Maybe next time I'll stream it on Twitch as well. Maybe we can do YouTube and Twitch. See how that goes. Awesome. Thanks to everyone for joining the stream and dealing with my questionable existence. And I'll see everybody next time. Ta-ta. Goodbye. Yeah, I need to actually... Boom.